LMP3, which was Taiwan Beer GH Motorsports. Gentlemen, that was a hell of a fight. That really was. Who should we start with? Who started the car? Hans.
I started car. I did first stint and fourth stint. The car felt good in the first stint, but towards the end, it's pretty difficult to drive with the tire changed a lot compared to beginning. And I have a huge spin, so it caused too much time. I couldn't start the car after the spin, so I have to turn off the master switch and restart. It take maybe 20 or 30 seconds, but it feels like a year, yeah.
And that was at what point in the race? At what point in the race did you have that?
It's the first stint, and I think it's towards the end of the stint, yeah.
Yihong Li, you got in the car. You attacked. I can only really use that word. That was an attack.
That's what I usually do. Yeah, I did a double stint after Hans, and we dropped behind. But somehow, I don't know, somehow we back to the front. And then I was just managing the tire to save the tire for fourth stint for Hans. And it all went quite good. I'm happy we got P2 in the end.
You're happy with your stint, though. The pace was very good. It was as good as anybody out there today, as good as Josh, and we expect Josh to be as quick as he always is.
I think Josh was driving a bit slow to save the tire, and because he drove towards the end of the race. So yeah, I think we're still missing some pace, but it's quite consistent, so I'm happy with it.
Yep. You enjoyed the car?
Yeah, it's my fourth time driving this car, and my second time in this circuit. Last time here, I had some good memories with Josh.
That's an ironic laugh.
Yeah, because we both missed the starting light and we both fight from the back. Yeah, I enjoyed today anyway. Happy for the team, we got P2. From last race, we had some bad luck, and this time seems to all work out.
Okay, we'll turn to Scott, another addition to the crew here, and another strong run. I'll give you this mic in a moment, don't worry. Two things. The run to the flag, it looked at one point as if there was around a minute between yourself and Josh, and I know you're all sparring partners, and look, you might have been enjoying every tenth of that, but it fell off towards the end, and we didn't really clearly see what happened. Can you just brief us on what happened in the last hour?
Yeah, well, firstly, thanks to Taiwan Beer and Hans and everybody involved for getting me in the car. It was pretty cool to have a podium on debut. It's quite nice, and actually my first Asian Le Mans podium, which is, yeah, pretty proud of. Yeah, first stint was...
One time we was here, man.
Decent. Go on, do you want to have a chat, Josh?
No, you're right. Continue, man.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, so no, first stint was pretty good, but I think we slightly overpressured the tyres. So I really had to manage them towards the end, and it was, yeah, sort of pretty difficult. So when the fuel wore off, I couldn't really get a lot of time out of it. And yeah, it became really difficult to drive. And I had my first LMP3 spin as well. Same place as Hans, I think, maybe. Anyway, it was pretty bad, and yeah, I didn't get it restarted either, so it was pretty embarrassing. And but yeah, so we came in and we used the same tyres again to try to, save pit stop time. And by that point, I think we'd already overheated them, and they were pretty bad for the last stint. So yeah, I think Josh had a bit more in the bag if he needed it. So even if we did, we were never going to catch him by a minute, but even if we did, he would have just drove off again, I think. So, but yeah, no, I think it was good effort because we didn't do Monday, we didn't do Tuesday, and we missed all of Thursday. And then I sat out of all of FP1, so I'm pretty happy to be on the podium at the end. It's quite good.
A very strong run indeed, very strong run indeed. Winners again, and bouncing back after, well, I think we can say disaster at Fuji, and I think my maths are right, taking the championship lead by a single point as a result of that result. I think that's correct. Someone will correct me if it's not. There's the KCMG car, the number 18. Car started by Louis Brett. Louis, again, it was a storming run from the start.
Yeah, honestly, the car felt great straight away. I managed to pull a gap in the first few laps. Then I just managed my gap with the 65 car behind me and tried to pull a gap by the end. I think I gave the car to Narek P1, and then he just did a great job, and then Josh went in and everything rolled in very well, so perfect.
I think that's a stronger run as I've seen you in a race of this standard. You must have been pleased with that performance.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect to be that close to Josh's pace. I'm very, very happy, but it's mainly thanks to him because he's been teaching me in LMP3 and last year also in AFR, so thanks to him and starting to be very good.
We'll move on to Narek for brief comments there. You got aboard the car. P3 today was just, it seemed like everybody was having problems all over the place. What was the strategy for you in your stints in the car?
Yeah, I think we had a really bad race last time in Fuji, and this race we just want to put everything together. That includes myself, so which is also a process of learning the cars, how to drive around the circuit. But it felt so great, so I have to thank the team and my teammates for it. Thanks.
Fantastic. We'll move to Josh.
Hello.
So you've won then. This was what you had to do here.
Yeah, it was what we had to do. We had to win this race to stay in contention. KCMG, my teammates, made it really easy for me. I didn't really have to do a lot of work. They got up to speed. They didn't make any mistakes. It was a great weekend.
It did look as if there might be a little bit of a, slightly long distance tussle towards the end until 11 car fell away a little bit. But you looked like you had that pretty well under control. Didn't seem any trouble at all for the car at the end.
Yeah, we was on triple stinted tyres when everyone else was on new, so we was kind of just cruising around, staying off the curbs. We had like 3 minutes advantage, so there wasn't anything to prove by going another second quicker, and that second quicker that you go has a big impact on every part of the car. So after Fuji and the car failing while we was leading, and I not getting to turn a race lap there, we was pretty keen just to, nurse at home and do whatever we needed just to bring home the win for those championship points.
What we did see around problems with the cars was real pace from some of the other runners here. It's not going to be easy at Sepang, is it?
Yeah, no, raw pace was good. Lewis did a very good job today, so was Narek. Everybody improved in their race pace for sure. They are catching up. Like I said, we still had a little bit in the tank there. We wanted to finish this race, and there was no need to really push any harder.
Final question from me, and it's about these LMP3 cars, the teams and the drivers that conduct these things. You've had the experience of the FRD series. That has really helped, hasn't it, to actually just understand where you can unlock the performance of these cars?
Yeah, it has helped, but to be honest, it is totally different at the same time, because in FRD series you run on rock hard GT tyres, and in this series you're running on really nice, beautiful Michelin. So all the basics obviously are the same as in any car, but yeah, like I said, it's a well-oiled machine at the moment for us, and we're going to take it while we can.
Fantastic. Well done, gentlemen. Congratulations. LMP3 winners in second place in the 6 hours of Buriram.